friends, and welcome to La Kalama YouTube channel. I'm Natasha and I will be your host today. I feel so sad that I didn't post any videos in such a long time, but I promise you I was thinking about it a lot. I love my YouTube channel and I love making videos and posting and sharing with you whatever I was working on, but when I was planning to make a video about all my finished objects for months of February, on February 24th, there, like as you all know, war started in Ukraine, and I'm Ukrainian myself, who lives in Canada, but all my family is in Ukraine, and since that time, like every day, every 2 hours, we're trying to connect or text each other or call each other, and just so I know they're still alive, because you never know how long they will be alive, or will they, like whatever would happen. Sometimes internet connection goes off for half a day or so, and then I'm super worried. And so yeah, I needed a time to adjust to new normal. With COVID, we just a few days ago, our restrictions were lifted, and finally we don't have to wear masks. You can go to the store or to church without mask, and it feels so weird, because it feels like you're naked, you can see people's emotions and you can show your emotions and people can see your emotions. Having wearing mask for 2 years now, it feels so unusual and even like a little bit uncomfortable to go without mask. But on the other hand, it feels so freeing, as that you can just be yourself and you don't have to wear mask. You can if you want, but you don't have to. So that's really nice. It brought a lot of happiness and freedom to my heart. So I'm super excited about that. And I would like to thank you, all of you, I know that all people in this whole world, they're trying to help Ukraine, they're praying for Ukraine. There's so many people in different countries, they get together and they show their government and whole world that they care about Ukraine, they know Ukraine, and they're praying for Ukraine. And lots of people trying to raise money and help Ukraine. But the area where my family lives, some areas in Ukraine, you can actually help them, send them groceries or medications. But area my family lives in, Kherson and Kherson area, in that area, Russian soldiers, they took over and they don't allow any food or any medication to get into the area. So, and there is quite a few cities like that where you can't bring in groceries or medication or stuff like that. So, but so far people are so friendly and so nice to each other. An area where I grew up, there are maybe 50% of Russian people and Ukrainians, and they're all married between each other. And now during the war, they all love each other. Even Russian people, they just don't like invaders, but they love each other and they all share groceries with each other. If my mom, for example, she would have a whole chicken, then she would cut half a chicken, she would leave for herself, and then she would divide other piece of chicken and she would bring it to her neighbors, and her neighbors would bring her some onion greens or whatever they have, sugar. They really trying to support each other and help each other. And but my the biggest concern now, because my sister-in-law should give birth anytime, maybe next week or so, but we don't know. Some hospitals are bombed, some hospitals don't have electricity. Particular hospital where she is supposed to go is still working, so we are really hoping that she can give birth at the hospital and have doctors helping her. So let's pray and hope for all people who are in difficult situation now, and like, you know, they even to go to the hospital for ultrasounds, they had to go by tank, like close by the tanks and soldiers with guns and stuff. And I just feel they're so brave, like, you know, just to go past soldiers. Like, you never know, will they talk to you, will they shoot you, will you, because a lot of people are shot on the streets. So but they were lucky to go to the hospital for ultrasound, and they made it back safe. But also, like, after 6 o'clock, no one is allowed to be on the streets, no one allowed, you know, they're even afraid to turn on light in their apartment, because they don't want to attract any attention to themselves. So enough of that, and now let's move into knitting. So I had birthday on February 25th, like on the second day after war, so I didn't feel really like celebrating, but I still had some present, like yarn presents that my friends gifted me. I had some packages that arrived with yarn, but I won't show you yarn inquiries in this video because it was a lot of them. Maybe I'll just show it to you slowly when I'll knit with it, because it would be too much to show everything in one video. But also, like, for a while, like after war started, I couldn't knit. Like, I had a lot of objects that I knitted in February, and then end of February I couldn't really knit, but then I knew that I need to get back to routine, like, you know, every day things I do, I need to do them, and part of my routine is to knit because it really calms me down. But I couldn't touch projects that were started already, that were on my needles VIPs, and I couldn't even take new project on from the yarn I had in my stash. So I went to Dollarama with my kids, and then I saw this yellow yarn, and it reminded me of yellow fields with in Ukraine, with sunflowers, or, like, you know, wheat, or sun, beautiful sun, or sand, because I grew up close to Black Sea and there's yellow. So I got this yellow cotton yarn and I started to knit on it, and it's actually yarn like this. It's 70 grams and it's just cotton. So yeah, 70 grams each ball, and it's just cotton. And I love this yarn. Like, if you have Dollarama in the area where you live, try this cotton yarn. It's really nice. I knitted, like, last 3 years I've been knitting out of it. I did quite a few garments, and it really washes nice and wears nice, and it's not hot in summer. So I decided to knit ranunculus out of it, and I'm very pleased with it. I think I used how much did I use? I used 420 grams for this top, and I thought I would knit it, like, just, you know, just to motivate myself to start knitting. And then I thought I would just put it in my closet and I'll wear it in summer. But no, I just wear it all the time, like, you know, not every day, but often when I go somewhere or I drive somewhere, I feel like wearing it. And then sometimes I wear cardigan, knitted cardigan on top. Sometimes I just wear top and jacket. So it's really nice. And outside finally warmed up. Now we have +3, +2 last couple days, and snow started to melt. So it's so beautiful. And this bright, nice color is really brought me so much joy and happiness. So I went and I got some more colors, because usually in Dollarama they don't have yarn, and when they have it, they just have a little bit. So I went and I got all those cotton yarns, because I really want to knit more tops for kids and myself for summer. I think it would be great. Okay, enough about this top. Also, in the month of February, it was very cold, and I went and I got yarn like this. This one actually I bought also at Dollarama. It's just fur yarn that is on like on a base. And I knew that my kids, like, when it was -40, it's super cold outside, and even when you run quickly from your apartment to the car, it's still very cold. So I decided to knit 3 neck warmers like that. So this one I used just one ball of 100 grams, and I knitted this for my 2-year-old daughter, and this one been washed and worn a lot. And also I knitted 2 gray ones, because in gray I was able to buy 3 balls of yarn. So each of gray ones, they have 1.5 balls of yarn, and they've been worn a lot and washed a lot during months of February and March. Now finally they don't have to wear them, but this accessory is really, really nice and useful, and especially this yarn is so stretchy. So I'll include link to the pattern in my link description box below. So I made 2 of those, so altogether I used 400 grams of yarn for those 3 neck warmers. Also, I had in my stash some leftover yarn. It's acrylic yarn. I was knitting a cardigan for my 7-year-old son, so it wouldn't be itchy, like, because not all the kids can wear wool. And I had 75 grams left, and I didn't know what to do with that ball because it wasn't enough for a hat. So I decided to knit 2 headbands like that. They're really nice. And also I had some more, like 1 ball of brown gold acrylic yarn and also orange. So I knitted all of that yarn, so it gave me each of them, I think, gave me 4 handbands. So altogether I used 300 grams of yarn to knit headbands for I like this diffuser. I have lavender oil, essential oil in there, and it just smells so good. And I didn't want it to stop because I like it so much. And then also I had this yarn, this color, but I had quite a bit of it. It's Bernat velvet yarn. And I have this big basket here, and I had also this green, because I wanted to knit my daughter Afghan. And I started to knit it already because see, some balls look like they were knitted, and then I unwind it. I wanted to knit her Afghan very nice and soft, and I started to knit it on my needles, but then it didn't look very good. Then I bought 1 more ball of this beautiful green, dark green color, and I was thinking, yeah, so it would bring color to the Afghan. But then somebody gifted her for Valentine's Day a really beautiful furry blanket, cozy. So, and there was no need for another blanket. So I decided just to take all of this yarn, because I have it already and I don't see garments out of this yarn. So I decided to knit scrunchies out of it. So here I have 150 grams that I knitted already, and I will keep knitting it slowly. I don't knit it like at home. I have ball of yarn and a crochet hook in my car, and when I'm waiting for kids or giving a ride somebody, or like, you know, I'm just sitting in a car and waiting, then I'm crocheting those scrunchies. And like, you can find such an easy use for them. You can gift them, you can wear them, you can lose them, and you always need more. So that's what I've been doing with that yarn, and I will slowly knit up, crochet up all this yarn into scrunchies. Then I had some more. Oh, and also I knitted 5 pairs of socks out of this Mink Angora fur yarn. I knitted, I will just insert pictures of my socks that I knitted because I don't have them with me, but I knitted 5 pairs of socks, but they're kind of a bit more thick on 3.5mm needles, and I knitted 2 pairs of gray ones, 1 pair of white fluffy socks, they're so pretty, and 1 pair of green and 1 pair of purple ones. Like, they are pleasure to have, and I call them rainy day socks because they're like really cozy if it's like, you know, cold rainy day and you just want to be cozy when you're lying down on the couch or in bed, then you can, like, you know, put them on. So I used 400 grams of that yarn for socks. And next finished object that I had, it's this cardigan. I have some pictures of this cardigan, so I will try to insert them, but I will just show you it like this and just talk about it a little bit. This cardigan was knitted out of yarn on cone. It was 84% wool and 6% cashmere, and I think it's Australian wool. It's really, I don't know, I find it nice and soft and not itchy at all, but it's on cone and yarn is changing colors like that. I ordered this yarn on eBay, and after knitting this cardigan, it's so soft and cozy that I ordered 3 more colors. And the thickness of the yarn is so nice. I think it would be really great for colorwork sweaters, but I'm not sure. But I ordered 1 cone that is just gray and 2 other ones that are changing colors. But I think even with changing colors, it just so it looks so nice, right? Like you don't have tails, and even like if I need to connect yarn, then you can just felt it together, and then you don't have any ends. And here I used this French elastic type of stitch on sleeves and also around the neck line. And I like it very much. And this cardigan I used for it 520 grams of yarn. So cone comes like about 500 grams, but some of them heavier, some of them lighter. But this one was 520 grams, and I used up whole cone for this cardigan. It's really nice and cozy. Like after washing, sleeves stretched a little bit, so I'm not sure, maybe I'll cut them open and sew them higher, like unravel a bit, like about 10 centimeters. Maybe I will not, I don't know. It just feels nice and cozy when sleeves are longer, so I will see. Next cardigan that I finished, it's this beautiful cardigan. I'll insert some pictures, but I think I'll put cardigan on a hanger and show it to you a bit. So this cardigan I knitted out of, I had 1 strand of merino wool with a little bit of stellina. I don't know if you can see stellina on it, and 1 strand of mohair, but mohair wasn't like mohair on silk, very fine thread. It was like sport weight mohair on polyamide, and also 1 strand of merino wool. So it turned out really nice and beautiful. And I had cardigan like this in cinnamon colorway, knitted out of alpaca and polyamide, and this one is merino and acrylic, and I love it. And I also want to knit another one in a pink colorway. I have this yarn here. It's kind of like a pink with cotton or viscose yarn. What does it say? It's 30% viscose, 30% acrylic, and 30% wool and mohair. So it looks like that. I think out of this yarn, cardigan number 6 like this would be perfect. And it's you can find this pattern on Ravelry, and if I remember, I will insert link underneath. But if you type in cardigan number 6, you will see lots of people knit it on Instagram and on Ravelry. Very beautiful, beautiful cardigan. I love that model very much. Next cardigan. If you're not tired of cardigans, here comes another one. So this cardigan I knitted out of yarn on cone. It's Bramwell. I was holding 1 strand of this yarn and 1 strand of brushed alpaca silk from Drops. So I had 5 balls of brushed alpaca, and so And so whole this thing weighs, so I had about 125 grams of brush alpaca, and the rest is Bramwell. So, and it weighs only 220 grams. And it's a really nice, beautiful cardigan. I can try to put it on me, but on cotton top, this very nice light cardigan. I don't know how it would look, but let's see. So, looks something like that. Sleeves are a bit longer because I wanted them to be kind of cozy, and it creates a really nice fabric. I really love it because I have some white mohair from another cardigan, but I think it would be like really nice summer cardigan, soft and cozy and lightweighted. So love it very much. What happened, like how it turned out, and it's only 220 grams, as I said. Next finished object is vest. I knitted it out of threads and how it's called, yarn, cozy wool, I think, and by Threads and Loops. It's 50% wool and 50% acrylic, and I had some mustard colored and this color leftovers from a hat that I knitted in winter, and I had 2 balls of blue yarn, and I thought, what should I knit out of it? And then I thought, okay, I was dreaming about vest for a long time, just chunky, simple vest that you can wear anywhere, and I just took it and I knitted. I know there is somebody has patterns that looks like this. I think Petite Knits or somebody, but I just kind of freestyled it. I didn't use pattern for it, but it looks very nice, and I'll insert some pictures for you to see. And it weighed how much it was? It was 360 grams. So very nice. I think I can wear it and style it with so many other items I have. And the last object, if you're not tired of finished objects, last finished object is almost finished because it needs a few rows to be done. So I still have knitting needles and some stitches are running away from needle, but it's okay. I have just this much to finish, like few grams here, and I'm doing ribbing here one by one, and I just have just a little bit, a few more rows to go, and then I'll bind it off. But because I'm showing you all my finished objects for February and March, and even though there are a few days of March yet left, I think I will record next video end of April. So, and I didn't want to wait with this nice beautiful sweater till end of April and not to wear it a lot because, like, to worry that something would happen to it. So I thought I would show it to you today, and I'll wear it after that. After I finish it and wash it and block it, it's creates really nice fabric. This cardigan sweater is knitted out of Lana Grossa multicolor, and this mohair, it's not on silk. So base, like usually mohair is on silk, but this one actually on polyamide and wool base. And I actually really love this yarn, how it goes into a fabric, creates really nice fabric. And I was knitting it on 4.5mm needles, so it's not very transparent, but still transparent. I think I'll wear some kind of top underneath or a dress, and then to have the sweater on top, because spring is coming, and I think it would be a really nice springy sweater. Like, it's really nice to have a lot of cardigans for spring and summer because it's so easy to put them on and take them off, but it's also really nice to have those light-weighted sweaters because this sweater will weigh only 100 grams. So I had 4 balls of this yarn, and this sweater I was totally freestyling. I didn't use any pattern, same as like for this cardigan. I didn't use any pattern. I was just knitting a cozy cardigan for myself. That's it. If you're still with me and you were sitting through all of those finished objects, I'm so proud of you that you are so strong and you watched everything till the end. But as you can see, I was working hard, and I'm very pleased with the result I have, because I added so many garments into my wardrobe, and I'm happy about that because I love my knits. Like I like to layer them up. I like to wear, like in summer, of course I will not layer them, but I'm really hoping to knit a lot of linen. I love linen tops, I love cotton tops, I love all knitted garments and stuff. So I was really happy to share with you today, and I always promise you that I will videotape knitting journal, and then I don't do it. I'm so sorry about it. I'll try to get better, or maybe I'll just do, like, you know, video every 2 or 3 weeks and show you finished garments and VIPs threadaways. We'll see. I'm just still figuring out which type of videos to go, and I wish you really well. Please stay safe and pray for Ukraine. Bye.